What's up, guys? My name is Bravo, and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl has been officially announced in the last Pokemon presentation, which was a couple of days ago. And we got some juicy information that I would like to share with you guys today on how this game right here, the remake of Diamond and Pearl, how it would affect the metagame in the future of Pokemon. So without further ado, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. It is always appreciated. And hit that notification bell so you guys won't miss out on future updates and uploads of my channel as we are on the road to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And let's get into it. So, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is going to release in late 2021 worldwide, which is probably around November, which is like every yearly Pokemon game ever made, like Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sun and Moon, stuff like that. And we have a lot of stuff that I would like to talk about here. So it says gameplay. It says, like the original games, the story takes place in the mountainous region of Sinnoh. Play starts with these three Pokemon, must conquer 8 gyms, fight the Elite Four, and fight Team Galactic, stuff like that. We even see the starters here. They also have like a couple of images of each area of the Sinnoh region. They don't have that much images because they only showed out like a few things, including wild Pokemon battling and stuff like that. Now, before I get into the main topic, I just want to like point out a few things. When I first saw the trailer of Diamond and Pearl, I was hoping that for the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl remakes, they would stick to the Sword and Shield graphics and just try to polish it up a little bit and just make it better. But they did this cheap. They did this. They made the characters chibi and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna complain too much because like this is like a remake. They want to probably stick to what they had in the past games of Diamond and Pearl. So if they want to have their characters like this, that's fine. It just looks weird looking at your character trying to roam the world of Sinnoh, and when you in a wild Pokemon battle or something, your character looks something similar from Sword and Shield, just in Let's Go graphics. It's kind of weird, but it's fine. Now, another thing is the creator of Pokemon Home. I think it's called Ilka. The creator of Pokemon Home is going to be working on this game along with Masuda, so it's going to be really interesting because Game Freak is not making this game. It's those two. Now, Ilka, the creator of Pokemon Home, I find it interesting that they're making the game because since they made Pokemon Home, I wonder if Pokemon Home would be would it be okay with Diamond and Pearl? Like, my question is, would we have Pokemon Home support in this game? Will we be able to bring in Pokemon from past gens, or will we actually bring in Pokemon from Sword and Shield into these games? We're gonna have to find out. Next up, it's time to talk about how this would affect the metagame. If I talk a little slow, I'm sorry because I was a little tired recently. I had to drink some coffee, stuff like that. Alright. Now, how would these two games affect the metagame so far? As you guys know, there's a few things that really made Pokemon thrive. Like, the main three things that increased the fans and people enjoying Pokemon was from these following things. And Pokemon X and Y, they added a lot of features. They added the 3D platform, which was introducing the 3DS of Pokemon X and Y. They added in fairy types, which is a new type during X and Y days. What else? They added stuff like super training. They added Pokemon Amy. That's probably not even a thing anymore. They added Pokemon Bank, but people are not using Pokemon Bank no more because we now have Pokemon Home. Next up, we even have now Mega Evolution is the primary thing, because Mega Evolution is what it just makes your Pokemon change appearance. It makes them stronger. It's pushing them to their limits. People like Mega Evolution because of that. Now the question is, would Mega Evolution come back to Diamond and Pearl remakes? And if so, how would it affect the metagame? The answer it would probably affect the metagame drastically in a way. Because if we look at the Pokedex here, because they have a Pokedex of the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I'm guessing this is a Pokedex of the old Diamond and Pearl. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have never played. I don't think I've played Diamond and Pearl before, like the original one. So me playing a remake of it, it's I'm gonna get I'm just gonna get baby. I'm just gonna get spoon fed with these Pokemon and these new stuff that they're doing. Cause I've heard a lot of stuff how Cynthia, which is the champion in Final Boss of Pokemon, how she was like the hardest champion ever. And at first, I didn't understand why people kept saying that. But when I look at this Pokedex here, if we keep scrolling down, we barely see any dragon types, right? We barely see any dragon types. Now, if we keep scrolling down, we see the Garchomp line, and this is like the only dragon type evolutionary line in Diamond and Pearl. Now, slowly, I think to myself, this might be the reason why Cynthia is considered one of the hardest champions. But wait, because there's another Pokemon that is really difficult to take care of, and it's Spiritomb right here. Spiritomb is a Ghost and Dark type Pokemon that was in Gen 4. And Gen 4, during that time, didn't have Fairy types, because Fairy types wasn't a thing. Because Fairy types wasn't a thing, this Pokemon was the only Pokemon, besides Sableye, with no weaknesses during the Ghost and Dark times. But now, with all these new stuff that X and Y has added into every Pokemon game now, they're going to nerf Cynthia down completely. Like, they're going to say Cynthia used to be hard. Yeah, with Fairy types, yeah, that's not even going to be a thing, because Clefable is a thing. And Garchomp and Spiritomb are afraid of Clefable. So, yeah. How's that going to work? Next up, we even have a Azumarill too. What else? There's even other Pokemon, like there's a Sylveon too, but Sylveon was not introduced in Gen 4. It was Leafeon and Glaceon. And yeah, this is going to be really interesting how Mega Evolutions will affect the metagame, because like almost every Pokemon in the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex, as I'm seeing right now, has their Mega Stones. The only two Pokemon that doesn't have a Mega Stone that's not in this game is Audino and Diancie, which those two has Mega Evolutions, but they were introduced in Gen 5. One of them was introduced in Gen 6. So is that a good thing? Maybe. Is that a bad thing? Maybe. Like, it's a 50-50 here, because I don't know how much people used Mega Audino back in the day. Like, I know it turns into a Fairy type when it Mega evolves, but I don't know how much usage it gotten. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Now, when you do singles in this game, it's gonna feel weird if Mega Evolutions does come back. They would probably manage to make it more fun. Hopefully they have more competitive content when you like beat the game, because like I said before in my other videos, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the competitive scene was so bad that I even have like a few videos of that game on this channel where I did like a few Wi-Fi battles and then I just stopped, because the game was just really bad and I couldn't take it anymore. So hopefully this game would bring something new to the table. And not only that, it should, because Diamond and Pearl had items. Diamond and Pearl had abilities. So that could really help out. I just hope they don't take that out of the game, because if they do, we're going to have a major problem here. So I think that's all I have to talk about with the X and Y and how Mega Evolutions might affect the metagame, because people would be really glad, and probably people would want to have the 3 starters of the Sinnoh region have Mega Stones as well, because if they do, I think I would want to use Napoleon. Alright, so we're done with the Mega Evolutions. Next up, that was introduced in Pokemon, was stuff from Sun and Moon. Now, the major features that was added was Alolan Forms, which was now starting to become a thing with regional variants. They had Alola Forms, they had Galarian Forms, and I'm guessing in Generation 9 of Pokemon, they're going to have a regional variant of their region. Like, we'll probably see like a regional variant of Garchomp or Lucario or Raichu, Pikachu, I'm not sure. But here's a few features they added in Sun and Moon. They added in Alolan Forms, which was the regional variants. They added Z moves, which makes you do like a special move, and it does like a lot of damage, but you're only able to use it once per battle. They even added in Battle Royale, but this was really bad. They didn't even bring it back in Sword and Shield. They added in Hyper Training, which is really good, so you could be able to IV train your Pokemon with their IV stats. Really good. They added in Ultra Beast, but I don't even think Ultra Beast will even be a thing in the remakes. And that's all that they've added. That is really a major feature. Now, how would these major features affect the metagame? We might, well, for starters, for the Alolan Forms, if I go back to the Pokedex, we see Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. These Pokemon has an Alolan form, where Golem is a rock and electric type. I really do like the type combination too. Unfortunately, it's 4 times weak to ground. But yeah, this Pokemon has an Alolan form. Along with that, let's see if we can find another Pokemon that had like an Alolan form that was in Sun and Moon. Hopefully I could find some, because mostly it was Pokemon that was from Gen 1. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to find a few. Okay, so Raichu had an Alolan form where it was electric and psychic, which was a really good type combination. Like, Raichu was really good with it having access to Nasty Plot, Psychic, Thunderbolt, stuff like that. It was really cool. What else? We have, I think that's all. Hold up. If I could, let me just scroll down a bit. Yeah, I think that was all they had. So, how Alolan Forms would affect the metagame of Diamond and Pearl remakes. Only 2 Pokemon in these Pokedex has an Alolan form, and I don't know how they'll be played out, because like they do have good ability. Let me see something. Hold up. Let's go to Golem real quick. It has an Alolan form. Okay. Now it has Magnet, Pull, and Sturdy, 2 good abilities, where one prevents you from getting knocked out with the 1-hit KO, and the other one prevents Steel type Pokemon from escaping. Now it has this hidden ability, Galvanize. I hope I said that right. Where normal type moves become electric type moves, and their power is boosted. Looking at its stats, it's a really good Pokemon with attack and defense. Really interesting. Let's see the original Golem. Okay, so is it the same thing? Let's see if it's the same thing. Maybe they have like a different stat difference. If not, then it's fine. So base 65, base 65. Okay, so it looks like they have the same stat. Nothing changed, but yeah, this Pokemon would be really good. But unfortunately, I heard something once where hidden abilities were not a thing in the Diamond and Pearl series. So its hidden ability is really good, but maybe they might bring back hidden abilities for the Pokemon. We're not sure how they would do this, but the only time will tell what happened. Next up, I want to talk about how Z moves, if they manage to add in Z moves, which I doubt, how Z moves would affect the metagame. I'm not sure in a complete thought how it would affect the metagame. I don't even know how many Pokemon would be useful using Z moves like that. Probably Pokemon like the starters. What else? Like, I don't know, Pokemon like Amy Palm, stuff like that. Like, all honesty, I don't think Z moves will be coming back, because they were not that good. In my opinion, they were not that good. Maybe someone has the same opinion as me, or most people would, but I didn't like Z moves as much. So yeah, Battle Royale will probably not come back. Hyper Training, that's probably going to come back, because we would want to like IV train our Pokemon to be really good in competitive gameplay. And looking at the Diamond and Pearl Pokedex, there's like a lot of Pokemon I'm really looking forward to using, like Staraptor. Like, it's unfortunate a Pokemon like this did not make the cut in Sword and Shield. It's really unfortunate. So yeah, can't wait to see how the mechanics of Sun and Moon and X and Y would affect Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl's competitive meta. So now, last but not least, we're going to talk about stuff of major features from Sword and Shield, which we're having now. Now, if we look here, the major features that they added was what? Let's see. The Dynamax. They added in Dynamax. What else was a new thing? Okay. Okay, so they just added like new moves. The only thing that they had was a really cool mechanic was the Dynamax and Gigantamax. So let's go to this. And how Dynamax and Gigantamax would affect the metagame. It's probably going to affect it probably almost the same as what we have with Sword and Shield right now. Like, we'll just have our starter Pokemon Dynamax, and they'll be a really big threat to deal with. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Like when Dynamax was a thing in Sword and Shield. When Dynamax was a thing in Sword and Shield, I didn't mind much. I actually enjoyed it. Like the raid battles. I don't. I doubt they'll bring in raid battles and stuff like that in Diamond and Pearl, but that was fun. Along with that, Dynamax is like a special is well, Dynamax is a special thing for every Pokemon to do where they turn big. They got max moves, almost like Z moves in a way, and they just do a lot of damage. People use it on every Pokemon they could find, which is useful for it. And along with that, they even have something interesting too with the Dynamax level of a Pokemon. Because, like, when you have the Pokemon's Dynamax level maxed, they increase their HP when they're Dynamax, which really prompts players to actually pay attention to their Pokemon's Dynamax level. So when they would want to take them into competitive play, they would have to max out their Dynamax level so they can get an increase in their HP. So enough of that. Let's talk about Gmax. Gmax was different because Gmax reminded me of Mega Evolutions in a way because Gmax, like the similarities of Mega Evolution and Gmax is that the Pokemon's form is changing. The difference is that Mega Evolutions can stay as long as it want until the Pokemon is gone, and Gmax, it only lasts for 3 turns, so you gotta make every move count, which was like the only difference. And actually, another difference is that Mega Evolutions, they get like increased stats, and Gigantamax, like, you don't even get an increased stat in anything. It's just your HP. So it's nothing much, but I would still like to see Dynamax and Gigantamax make a cut in the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Like, if they were going to allow like Mega Evolutions and Gigantamax all in one game, I think that would be really fun. It's gonna be too chaotic, but fun. And with that, we have all the stuff that really affected Pokemon and how it would affect the metagame of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I probably might make an update video on this because there's still more stuff for me to explain, but I will be doing that when we get more information about this game. So I will be ending it right here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. It is always appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.